Hey, 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 what's up, y'all? I got a few minutes. How y'all doing? Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. May not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. It is gorgeous outside. It's gorgeous outside. Ooh, I love it. It just made me want to plant flowers and shit. I swear, everything it does. Because I was just thinking about I'm going to the store and get me some more soil and a couple of pots. Yep, it's time. And I'm gonna plant my seeds that I have. I've been waiting for this. Anyway, y'all could be planting, look, healing begins. Y'all could be planting some new seeds. Listen, this is also seeing beyond the veil, too. Yeah, this is seeing beyond the veil. Your heart chakra, 6, could be significant. Yeah, there's something new that you are exploring, that you are about to embark on, okay? So this could be some kind of new adventure. This could be a new job, a new relationship, a new home. Something new, something that you're doing that's a new beginning for you. Okay? Yeah, you definitely see me behind. And this is about your emotions. You understand how your emotions work. It's like you have labeled your emotions in a way, right? Like files, right? Like you know exactly what each emotion and whatever situation, the emotion that it is present to invoke in you, right? so you start to recognize the patterns, you start to recognize the feelings, right? And you start to recognize your behavior when you feel that way. Come on, Spirit. Look, joy and stability. You are walking into a new 6 and 4 is 10. You are walking into a new cycle, collective. You're walking into a new cycle. You want to exploit. Somebody may want to try to exploit someone. You know what I'm saying? Be cautious of that. People are trying to exploit you. But you want to explore, Jesus. You know, those things that maybe you felt like was not attainable for you at this time. You know what I mean? But now it's like, when you start to understand yourself, when you start to sift through those emotions, right, and start to figure out how those little fucking things work, right, and what part of you they trigger. Come on, Spirit. It's like you can see that you become the game master. Come on, that's what I heard. You become the game master. Yep. So you become in control of your emotions. Your emotions don't become in control of you. Right? Joy and stability here. Look, you got a well-deserved reward. You did a lot of hard work, baby. Yes, you did. Yeah. With this 9, that's satisfaction. I'm getting satisfaction. Not just satisfaction, but it's also achievements. You made a lot of strides, Spirit said. That's the word I'm hearing. Yep. Going with the flow. There go another 10, baby. Changing the direction. Right? Come on now. Somebody listen. You faced your darkest fears. Stop playing. What's behind that? Rebuild. Listen. You completed a cycle. Yep. You stop allowing your emotions to take control of your life. So, yeah, things are going. Spirit saying, wherever you're going, go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Hold on, y'all. Hey. Yeah, so, yeah, go with the flow. Spirit said, yeah. You have this is, it's not like you get a gift, but your reward is you get to experience something new, right? Oh, look at this. We have darkest fears and lead. You could also be being called to lead others, right? And you don't even have to literally be there. I heard a teacher. All right, you don't have to, be doing anything to, directly to lead people, but you can lead people by example, right? But there's definitely, I feel like, because you can see and you understand how to control your emotions and your actions, that balance, that yin and that yang inside, the dark and the light, you got that shit balanced out. You know how far to go, how far to let things go. You know what I mean? You pick and choose your battles, and you know that every battle ain't yours to fight, right? Sometimes it's meant to be what it is, right? Listen. Sometimes it's meant to be what it is. Child, please. The Hermit in reverse. I feel like you're done with going within. You've reached a place in your life where it's time for you to start taking action, right? To go and start making those steps towards those things. Towards this new, whatever it is, this new cycle, right? You sat long enough, and you overcome, and you've achieved so much just by, standing still and doing the healing, right? And doing the healing. Listen, baby, and doing the healing. Yes, come on now. Yeah, joy and stability. Because you want to experience that, so that's what you're going towards. And in order to feel that joy, that stability, and that peace and freedom, right, you had to do the work. You had to face those fears, those monsters, those demons, right, that keep you fucked up. Even if it's people. What is it about you that won't let the motherfuckers go? Because you see they ain't no good for you. I'm just saying, it's just an example. It don't have to be what it is, but I'm just saying that kind of letting go, right? That kind of looking within, and that kind of, for an example, say somebody hurt your feelings. Now you could react, retaliate, hold on to the anger, resentment. Or you could sit down and try to figure out why the fuck it bothered you. Right? And not only why did it bother me, but if this is somebody that you've known for some time, then you can trace back all the times that this person has done situations like this that triggered that specific thing in you, that make you feel the way you feel when you're around them, when they do whatever it is they do. Or whatever the situation. This could even be work, how we show, the jobs we take, the people we hang around, the clothes, all of that, every choice we make. Why? And why do, when others want to chime in and give us their perspective, they want to project onto us, why do we even have to entertain it? Listen, once you start, that shit don't work no more. What's going on here, Spirit? The Eight of Cups in the reverse. Staying longer than you need to. Somebody could be unable to let something go so that they can go head on into this new cycle. Because this is done. Matter of fact, Spirit said you have walked away and ain't no coming back. You understand. This is doing the healing. You know what how we're doing the burning bowl rituals, right? Everything ain't fucked up. A lot of shit we do is healing. All right? And you write down your fears, your traumas, your hurts, your pains, and you put it in a bowl and you burn it. You release it. You released it. You're not returning. You finished. You completed this cycle. You wrote down all those things. You looked at all that shit. You cried, whatever you had to do. And you put that shit in a bowl. And you burnt it. Maybe you did it one at a time. Something could have took you 8 years. Because every time you did one thing, something else, you had to go deeper and deeper. It was starting to rise to the fucking top. Ooh, come on now, Spirit. Yes. Tell me about it. Ace of Wands, yes. Starting to see things, man. Listen about the confusion. What's going on around you? Why are you confused? Why are you... You survived something, collective. You survived something. There's blood here. This is the blood is giving me the cups with the blood in it, the 5 of cups. This is spilled cups. This is the 5 of cups energy. But you didn't just lay down, right? You continued to overcome. You didn't let it take you out, man. Because that 5 of cups energy can do that, because you're constantly trying to figure out what the fuck happened, right? What did you do? Or if you did do something, why you did that shit. I get it. That shit can be overwhelming. That shit can be overwhelming, man. Especially when we do something and we feel shame about it. Because that's what, listen, when you feel ashamed of yourself. Come on now. When you feel ashamed of yourself. That motherfucker, you'll try to hide from that shit forever. You can't. And how when we do those things that we do, and the people, places, and things we allow in our lives, it's because we're in that energy of shame and guilt and regret and remorse and revenge. You know, look, man, look, the death card in the reverse. Ace of Wands. There's an ending, like I said, and there ain't no going back. Death and rebirth in the upright is an ending and a rebirth. It could be a restart, trying again, start from a clean slate, right? There ain't no, it's done, right? It's done. There is no rebirth. It's an ending, period. The cycle has closed. Thank you, Spirit, man. Thank you, God. You will not repeat that shit again. Ace of Wands, your intuition. Very intuitive. 10 of Cups. Know when to get up when love ain't being served at the fucking table. Knowing that a cycle has come and gone and it's over. Alright, for it to be in that dynamic any fucking more. In that, you know what I'm saying? The way it was, it will never be like that again. Period. Alright, so, you know, it'll never be like that again. Never. Listen, it will never be like that again. Be very much aware of your emotions. You are. It's like you live in them motherfuckers. Yeah. That's some deep intuition. The moon. Yes. And the Ace of Wands. Yep. What else we got going on here? What time we got? 13:13 on the clock. Family, baby. Understanding the dynamics of family, of love. Right? This is stability. We got joy and stability here. Remember I said that's what you're about to experience. This is something that you've always wanted to feel. You always wanted to feel that. Even if you've seen it on TV. It's not just a physical thing. It's a way you feel. You may not have all the glitz and glams of TV, but it's how somebody make you feel. They make you feel complete. They make you feel like you got every fucking thing. You hear me? But you got to heal yourself first, right? But Spirit is saying you will experience that. Okay? You will have that stability in your life where people will be around because they want to be, not because they need to be. Thank you, Spirit. You'll be in a job where you want to be, not because you need to be. Thank you, Spirit. There go your stability. You hear me? We do it for money. When we somewhere we don't want to be, but we have to be, that's for financial stability. You got joy and stability coming, baby. You hear me? We got a King of Wands in the reverse. And the Lovers in the reverse. Woo-wee! Some of y'all had to let somebody go. Or this could be you having to walk away from a lover. Some of y'all had to walk away from something and you had to let it go and not start it ever again. It's not going to be another go round. Less and less and less. Somebody could be very closed off. Somebody don't want to hear it. Somebody stuck in their ways. They still in they still dealing with emotions that they haven't conquered yet. They haven't faced, right? I'm hearing being left, right? Somebody you really love and they leave you. Somebody ain't never forgot that shit. My phone lit up. Listen. This is learning how to build a well-oiled machine where there's respect, because that's what it's going to take. When you respect your partner, when you respect other people, that's a different energy, because you're not going to do anything funky or foul. But when you don't respect people, you're liable to do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? You really don't care about how you made them feel or what kind of trauma you may have caused them, you know? Anyway, so you have a well-deserved reward coming towards you, collective. All right? Spirit saying go with the flow. And it's also something about direction. I feel like Spirit is saying wherever you're being led, right? Wherever you feel like you're being called to go. Go. Just go with the flow. Long, you know, always check the temperature. Always use your discernment. 4 wands in the reverse. Oh, that's the 2 of wands, my bad. Not making a choice. Somebody can't make a choice. No, that too. But this is also you making a choice, collective. You didn't choose your past. You chose your future. Yeah. Somebody was married to, in a relationship with a King of Wands energy, that they closed the cycle, that there was an ending, and somebody walked away, but when they walked away, they had all this bullshit, this emotional fucked upness, right, that they had to fucking deal with. All right, that could be you. You know, you had to fucking heal. You had to rebuild yourself. I seen rebuild too. I seen rebuilding them cards. You 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, man. Listen, the 2 of Wands, confusion, the strength. You weak. You letting yourself go. Dealing with third parties. You know, somebody very controlling. Or always having somebody interfering in your relationship. You know what I mean? Somebody that's you know, that's just creating havoc and chaos, you know? This could be like in-laws, okay? Or exes. Or friends, right? Shit, even family. Somebody could have really been emotionally off balance, right? To that point, to the brink, I'm hearing. You know, like being in a cycle of being hurt, hurting yourself, trying to heal, going back, trying to do it again, being hurt, hurting yourself, you know, having to keep fucking overcoming this shit over and over and over again. And it's not just, you know, I want to say this while it's right there. Like, when we love our abusers, it's loving our abusers. I don't know, I just had to get it before it got away. But Spirit was showing me loving the people that abuse you. Look at that. Ace of Swords in reverse, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You know there's not going to be no growth here. You know that. Anything that you ever wanted, that you ever felt like, because I know for me, I always felt like this is not where the fuck I belong. I don't belong here, right? But I grew up here. You know, I was raised in this, but I just always felt like I did not belong. You know what I mean? So, but because this is the cards I had that was dealt me, right, so to speak, we hold on to those things because that's family. That's my husband. That's my wife. Those are my children. Those are my cousins. That, you know what I'm saying? That kind of shit, right? And we stay in shit, man, for a very long. You listen. And while people are abusing, you know, and let me just be clear, they're not just abusing you. They abuse themselves. They abuse other people as well. We talking about you coming into alignment with you. If we come into alignment with ourselves, whatever anybody else has got to deal with, they ain't got shit to do with us. We got to understand how the fuck we gonna detach ourselves. When the plane's going down, they tell you put your mask on first. Then you put somebody else's on. Alright? Because what the fuck? You trying to help them and you gonna die. Save yourself. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on? Damn. 8 of Wands. Forward movement on this 10. On this direction. On this flow. Yeah. Spirit said whatever this is, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Look, there go the star, baby. Because you healing. You healing. Page of Pentacles, a new opportunity. A new beginning. Yep. 9 of Pentacles after coming through some hard times. Listen, I promise. You still had enough energy to start over. Yes, and here you are. Starting over. After a loss. After something you put in a lot of work towards. Like you really invested a lot of yourself into, even when you felt like you didn't fucking belong. You tried to make it fucking work. That's what I'm hearing. You tried to make it work. You tried to make it work. Come on now. What else we got, Spirit? You tried to make it work. And you realize, you know, people are not as stupid as you think they are. Everybody, from a baby, we learn how to act, speak, or ask for what we want. We know what to do to get what the fuck we want, right? As babies, we know what to do, right? Because we can't really speak. But we carry that shit on and we get grown. We know how to trick a motherfucker to get what we want. We know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Listen. But that shit, listen, you never felt like you belong. Look, there go the key right there. And this is you sitting outside. Not feeling like you fucking belong. Not valued. Not even wanted around, right? Put it, I'm hearing put in the basement. Somebody could have spent a lot of time in the basement. Or the attic. Come on now. By yourself. Somebody could have been self-conscious about their clothes too. Somebody was self-conscious about their clothes. Yeah. Somebody didn't have a lot. And that's something that you, as you grow up, you know, now you'll do anything to keep those fucking labels, you know what I'm saying? Because when you was a kid, you got bullied and you got laughed and you ridiculed about your clothes. Your clothes weren't the best. They were hand-me-downs, or they were ripped, or they were dirty. You hear me? Y'all didn't have the money for designer shit. I feel like somebody does things to please their family. Like somebody really does, they want their family's approval. Oh, damn, we got the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. And then these flipped over. Let me see. The Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, the Three of Wands in the reverse, the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Page of Cups. You became so aware of the people surrounding you. It's like you learned their moves, their behaviors, and that's how you learn how to maneuver, dodge people's fucking bullets, right? You became aware of people's intentions. You became aware that no matter how much you fucking invested, right, you could never get those fucking flowers. You hear me? You always felt it was never enough. I just heard they didn't like you. They never liked you, but you possessed something. You were very resourceful. All right, maybe you had a good job. You worked a lot, right? Maybe you had nice things or decent things, right? Man, I don't know. It was something about you, right? Man, this is picking up from yesterday. I remember that from yesterday. Yeah. And so you stayed. Instead of going on and adventuring and doing things for yourself, you continue to give into these relationships. You stayed. You didn't go. Because this is in the reverse. You didn't go. Yeah. You had to learn. All of these are in the reverse. Okay? Right? They kept you stagnant. It didn't matter no matter what you did. They never made you feel included. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I heard. They never made you feel included. They never made you feel accepted. You wanted to feel accepted because you really felt like you didn't belong. And the more you sacrificed yourself, the more fucked up you became. The more angry you became. The more resentful you became. The more you acted out. Because you wasn't choosing yourself. So you was mad at yourself for real. And some of y'all could have acted out by hurting yourself, right? Drugs, alcohol, sex, sleeping around, whatever, you know. Lying, cheating, stealing, going to jail, that kind of shit, right? Anyway, that's y'all's message. I'm finna get up off of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the message. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you like the vibe. If you like the vibe, please join the tribe. We'd love to have you over here. Our spirit says shit happens. so that's a message for somebody. Shit happens. What's going on here, Spirit? What is the message they can take away with today? Can I hit the table for me, please, so I don't have to guess? I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look. Come on, man. There you go. Thank you. It says, being weird as fuck is better than being boring as hell. Amen to that. Amen to that. Go to the grocery store and buy one grape. Just one. Put it on the conveyor belt. Let the checker weigh it and ring it up. Ask for a receipt. Do not, under any circumstances, explain yourself to anybody. You hear me? Take that grape and thank it for teaching you how to do shit that others don't understand for whatever good reason you have that others don't understand. Alright? Wow. Yeah. You're walking into, yeah, people may have called you weird, said you was crazy, whatever label they was trying to put on you because you were different. You was always different. And you knew it. You knew it deep down inside, and you tried to hide that. Because I heard they didn't want to hear what you had to say. Anyway, that's your message, guys. I'll see y'all. Y'all stay up. Deuces.